What if you could receive personal advice from one of the richest men in history? Imagine opening a letter, and inside are life lessons on success, wealth, responsibility, and character from John D. Rockefeller himself. In his lifetime, Rockefeller wasn't just the founder of Standard Oil. He was a man obsessed with principles that guided his fortune and his family. These weren't secrets meant for the public, but private letters written to his son, 38 in total. And within these letters, he left behind a roadmap for living a life of ambition, discipline, and purpose. Today, we'll uncover the timeless wisdom in these letters, lessons that can still shape our lives today. Let's begin. Letter 1. Your starting point in life doesn't dictate where you end up. Rockefeller opens with a deeply personal truth. Privilege and wealth don't ensure success, and poverty doesn't doom anyone to failure. He recalls his beginnings as a young bookkeeper, earning a mere $5 a week, working tirelessly to support his family. He emphasizes that true strength lies in independence, building your own way rather than relying on inherited wealth. Inheritance, he warns, can weaken ambition and rob a man of drive. Self-reliance, however, brings pride, dignity, and happiness. His message, no matter your background, your destiny is shaped by effort, integrity, and perseverance. Letter 2. Luck is something you design. Luck, Rockefeller insists, is not blind chance, but the reward of preparation. He tells his son that many called him lucky for his rise in the oil industry, but what they didn't see was years of groundwork, studying markets, anticipating changes, and positioning himself strategically. When chaos struck, he was ready, turning crises into opportunity. To him, luck is the residue of design. The lesson: create your own luck by preparing relentlessly and act boldly when opportunities arrive. Letter 3. Heaven and Hell. Work, Rockefeller argues, determines whether life is heaven or hell. Those who treat it as misery live in torment, while those who embrace it as purpose find joy. He recalls how, in his bookkeeping days, every ledger balanced felt like a small triumph. Work became fulfilling because he chose to see meaning in it. He urges his son to treat work as a gift rather than punishment. His message: happiness is not found in avoiding work, but in finding joy within it. Letter 4. Do it now. Procrastination, Rockefeller warns, is one of life's most destructive habits. Waiting for perfect timing ensures failure. He urges immediate action, even if it isn't flawless. Mistakes can be corrected, but opportunities lost to hesitation never return. He reminds his son that success belongs to those who move swiftly and decisively. His mantra: don't postpone, do it now. Letter 5. Be determined to compete. Competition, Rockefeller writes, is the crucible that tests character and builds resilience. He recounts fierce struggles against rivals in the oil and railway industries. Yet, he insists competition must be fair. Crushing rivals through dishonesty leads only to shame. To Rockefeller, true victory is honorable victory. His message: embrace competition as a sharpening tool, but never lose your integrity in pursuit of success. Letter 6. Borrowing money as opportunity. Debt, Rockefeller explains, is neither a blessing nor a curse. It is a tool. Used wisely, it can accelerate growth. Used recklessly, it destroys. He recalls borrowing funds to seize business opportunities and how discipline and integrity ensured repayment. Reputation, he stresses, is the greatest collateral a man possesses. His lesson: use debt carefully, always honor commitments, and never compromise honesty. Letter 7. Stay optimistic in adversity. Adversity, Rockefeller tells his son, is not the end, it's the beginning of wisdom. He recounts early business failures, like losing money in trade ventures, which nearly broke him. Yet, he refused despair, choosing instead to learn from mistakes. His simple formula: dream plus failure plus challenge equals success. Optimism, he insists, turns failure into stepping stones. His advice: never let defeat destroy you. Use it to fuel your rise. Letter 8. Winners never quit. Here, Rockefeller illustrates perseverance through Abraham Lincoln's example. Lincoln failed in politics and business many times, yet became one of history's greatest leaders. The moral, persistence outlasts failure. Rockefeller insists that talent and education mean little without determination. His lesson: quitting is the only true defeat. Winners, no matter how battered, simply never quit. Letter 9. Believe that you can do it. Confidence, Rockefeller teaches, is the bedrock of achievement. Hope waits, belief acts. He recalls moments when, as a boy with nothing, he still imagined himself achieving greatness. That belief drove him to work harder, longer, smarter. Without belief, even capable men surrender too soon. His advice: first convince yourself you can succeed, then let that conviction fuel your efforts. Letter 10. Loyalty to oneself. Rockefeller warns of the most dangerous form of betrayal: betraying yourself. A man may fool others, but he cannot lie to himself without corroding his soul. Small compromises lead to large failures. Integrity, he argues, is non-negotiable. Once self-loyalty is broken, everything collapses. His plea to his son: be true to your principles, even when it's difficult, because loyalty to yourself ensures lasting success. Letter 11. Greed as self-prioritization. Rockefeller reframes greed not as selfish hoarding, but as the drive to improve one's condition. Wanting more is natural, and without it, progress halts. He tells his son to never feel ashamed of ambition. Properly directed, this hunger fuels innovation and achievement. His message: don't confuse ambition with vice. Self-prioritization is a form of responsibility. Letter 12. Making money and setting goals. Success, Rockefeller explains, is never accidental. It comes from setting clear, measurable goals and relentlessly working toward them. Money follows vision, not chance. He recalls how every business step he took was guided by specific objectives. His lesson: goals are the compass of success. Set them clearly, pursue them firmly. Letter 13. No free rewards. Rockefeller emphasizes that life never hands out true rewards freely. Every gain comes with effort. He warns against the illusion of shortcuts or easy success. His advice to his son is blunt: hard work is the only price worth paying for achievement. Letter 14. Don't be the smartest in the room. Leadership, Rockefeller says, isn't about showing off intelligence. It's about inspiring others to give their best. He advises listening more than speaking and giving encouragement rather than criticism. Praise, when sincere, can unlock loyalty and effort. His message: real leaders empower others, not themselves. Letter 15. Wealth as diligence's byproduct. Wealth, Rockefeller insists, is not the destination, but the natural outcome of diligence. He tells his son to focus on the craft, the effort, the detail, and money will follow naturally. Those who chase only wealth often lose both riches and purpose. His advice: focus on diligence, let wealth be the byproduct. Letter 16. Do not make excuses. Excuses, Rockefeller writes, are the armor of the weak. They protect nothing and expose everything. Every man can justify failure, but justification doesn't change reality. He tells his son to take responsibility, even for mistakes, because accountability builds strength. His lesson: excuses rob you of progress. Own your actions and grow. Letter 17. The seeds of success are in your hands. Success, Rockefeller says, is like agriculture. Each action plants seeds for the future. Neglect produces weeds. Diligence produces harvest. He urges his son to treat habits and daily discipline as seeds that will eventually yield great results. His message: your future depends on the seeds you plant today. Letter 18. It's your right to be rich. Wealth, Rockefeller declares, is nothing to be ashamed of. It is the natural reward for effort, intelligence, and ambition. He urges his son to cast aside guilt about aspiring to riches. Poverty is not nobility, and wealth is not sin. His lesson: claim prosperity as your right. earned through diligence and vision. Letter 19. Wealth is proportional to goals. Rockefeller teaches that the scale of success mirrors the scale of one's goals. Small dreams produce small achievements, while bold dreams create greatness. He encourages his son to stretch his vision beyond comfort, to think bigger than others dare. His advice: dream on a grand scale, for ambition sets the boundaries of achievement. Letter 20. Take risks to seize opportunities. Rockefeller writes passionately about the necessity of risk. Playing it safe, he tells his son, may guard against loss, but also guarantees mediocrity. He recalls how many of his peers clung to security, refusing to expand their ventures, while he chose bold steps forward. Some risks failed, but many opened doors to great fortune. He urges his son to embrace calculated risks, grounded in preparation and judgment. Opportunity and risk are inseparable. Without courage, no opportunity can be fully realized. His message: dare wisely, for fortune follows the brave. Letter 21. Insult as motivator. Here Rockefeller turns pain into fuel. He acknowledges that the world can be harsh, filled with critics, doubters, and enemies. But instead of letting insult weaken you, he urges using it as motivation. He remembers times when rivals ridiculed him, doubting his capabilities. Rather than sulking, he converted their words into energy, pushing himself harder. His advice: let every insult remind you of your strength. Every criticism become firewood for your ambition. Success, he insists, is the sweetest revenge. Letter 22. Use strength to confront opponents. Conflict, Rockefeller admits, is part of business and life. To face opponents effectively, one must project strength, whether through knowledge, preparation, resources, or moral authority. Weakness invites exploitation. Strength commands respect. He reminds his son that strength isn't just financial power. It is also the confidence of knowing you are prepared, disciplined, and capable. His message: when confronted, show your strength clearly and confidently, for respect is built on power that others can see. Letter 23. Treat others as you wish to be treated. Rockefeller highlights the timeless wisdom of the Golden Rule. He explains that business partners, workers, and even rivals respond to fairness and respect. Exploitation may bring short-term profit, but destroys long-term trust. He tells his son that his own empire endured because people knew he honored fairness. His message is simple yet profound. Treat others as you wish to be treated, for kindness and fairness are not weakness. They are enduring strength. Letter 24. The size of thoughts determines success. Vision, Rockefeller explains, is the starting point of greatness. Small thoughts create small lives. Expansive thoughts create expansive results. He recalls how, as a young man, he dreamed not just of running a small shop, but of organizing entire industries. That magnitude of thinking shaped his destiny. His advice: train your mind to think bigger than your circumstances, because your thoughts set the ceiling of your success. Letter 25. Make every penny count. Rockefeller's frugality was legendary. He recalls how, even when wealthy, he tracked every expense carefully. Waste, he warns, is the silent thief of fortune. Every penny, no matter how small, carries weight. He tells his son to respect money by treating each coin as a seed of future growth. His message: discipline in small finances builds stability in great ones. Wealth is not just earned. It is preserved through careful stewardship. Letter 26. Impulse is the worst enemy. Impulsive decisions, Rockefeller explains, destroy fortunes faster than slow failure. Acting without thought, whether in anger or greed, invites ruin. He recalls rivals who leapt into ventures without strategy, only to collapse quickly. Patience, reflection, and calculation win in the long run. His advice to his son is clear: never let impulse guide you. Discipline your desires, and your decisions will build rather than break you. Letter 27. Fortune favors the brave. In this letter, Rockefeller underscores the power of courage. Bold men, he says, seize opportunities others fear. Cowards stay safe but achieve nothing of significance. He recalls moments when competitors hesitated while he took action, and it made all the difference. His message: fortune rewards bravery, but bravery built on preparation, not recklessness. Be courageous, and the world will open doors for you. Letter 28. Believe in yourself sincerely. Rockefeller stresses that belief cannot be superficial or false. It must be sincere, deep, and unwavering. Empty confidence collapses under pressure, but genuine self-belief becomes a guiding force. He explains that belief is not mere words. It is conviction, reinforced daily by effort and persistence. His lesson: cultivate true faith in yourself, and it will carry you through storms that defeat others. Letter 29. The ending is the beginning. Endings, Rockefeller tells his son, are not final. They are transitions. He recalls ventures that closed, opportunities lost, and partnerships that ended. At the time, they felt devastating, but each ending created space for a new beginning. His advice: never fear an ending. Treat it as an opening for renewal. Every finish line is also a starting line. Embrace change, for life continually offers fresh beginnings. Letter 30. Ignore those who say you can't. Critics are constant, Rockefeller warns. They speak not from your limits, but from their own. If he had listened to those who doubted him, he would never have risen beyond poverty. He urges his son to tune out the voices of limitation. His message is clear: those who say you can't are revealing their own fears. Believe in what you can, and let action prove them wrong. Letter 31. Purpose above all. Purpose, Rockefeller insists, is the cornerstone of lasting success. Money, fame, and influence fade, but purpose sustains effort and gives meaning to struggle. He urges his son to define clearly why he strives. Without purpose, success feels empty. With purpose, even hardship becomes bearable. His message: anchor your life in purpose, and you will never drift aimlessly. Letter 32. Avoid blaming and excuses. Rockefeller revisits the theme of responsibility. Blame and excuses, he writes, are tools of the powerless. They consume energy, but achieve nothing. He warns that those who constantly point fingers never improve themselves. His lesson: refuse the comfort of excuses. Instead, own every outcome, good or bad, and grow stronger with each experience. Letter 33. Use everyone's wisdom. No man succeeds alone. Rockefeller emphasizes learning from others, workers, peers, even rivals. Every person carries wisdom if one is willing to listen. He recalls times when insights from the humblest employees saved businesses from costly mistakes. His advice: never underestimate the wisdom around you. Draw from every source, and your strength multiplies. Letter 34. Always think strategically. Strategy, Rockefeller insists, is the master key of achievement. Acting on impulse is like sailing without a map. He explains how his greatest victories came not from brute strength, but from careful planning, foresight, and patience. Short-term wins matter little if they sabotage the long-term goal. His advice: always ask, what's the larger plan? Strategy transforms effort into enduring success. Letter 35. Put employees first. Rockefeller acknowledges the importance of people. Workers are not mere tools, but the foundation of enterprise. Treating them with respect, providing fair wages, and recognizing their contributions creates loyalty and efficiency. He tells his son that success grows when people feel valued. His message: respect those who work with you, for their growth ensures your own. Letter 36. Greater wealth, greater responsibility. Wealth, Rockefeller explains, is not just privilege, but responsibility. The richer a man becomes, the more he owes society. He recalls his philanthropy, funding education, medicine, and public works, not as charity, but as duty. He urges his son to see wealth as a tool for uplifting others. His message: wealth without responsibility is corruption. True greatness is using riches to serve. Letter 37. Enrich your mind. Knowledge, Rockefeller insists, is wealth beyond money. He reminds his son that fortunes can vanish, but learning stays forever. Books, experiences, and education expand the mind, keeping a man adaptable and strong. He urges constant learning, no matter age or status. His advice, feed your mind as you feed your body. Without it, growth stops. Letter 38. Anyone can be great. In his final letter, Rockefeller concludes with a universal truth. Greatness is not exclusive. It belongs to anyone willing to live with discipline, courage, and integrity. He tells his son that wealth and fame are only tools, but true greatness is measured by character. Every person has the chance to rise beyond mediocrity. His last message is both humble and empowering. Greatness is a choice, available to all who dare to live by principle. Through these 38 letters, John D. Rockefeller passed down more than advice. He handed his son a philosophy for life. From diligence and perseverance to self-belief and responsibility, his lessons go far beyond wealth. They are reminders that success is not inherited, it is created. And just as Rockefeller taught his son, we too can apply these timeless principles. Because in the end, greatness is not about being born rich. It's about choosing to live with purpose, persistence, and vision.